the elite coaching is all about speed, endurance, and power sports. How do you define elite coaching? First, what do you want? You need to start believing in your objective. How?
We all see the highlight reels, right? The trophies, the gold medals. But what we don't see is the absolutely brutal and kind of beautiful path to getting there. Today, we're going to break down what it really, truly means to be elite. And you know what? It all starts with one deceptively simple question. Seriously, what do you really want? This isn't just some casual question. For the athletes we're about to talk about, the answer to this is, well, it's the bedrock of their entire existence. It's the why behind every single sacrifice, every brutally early morning, and every last drop of sweat. Because that thing you want, that objective, it has to be way more than just a dream. It has to become a belief system. Every single rep in the gym, every moment you're pushing past the pain, it's all fueled by this deep, unwavering belief that your goal isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Okay, so we're throwing this word around elite, but what does it actually mean when we're talking about high-performance sports? Let's get a really clear definition because it sets the stage for the incredible commitment we're about to unpack. This is the absolute peak of the mountain. We're not talking about talented college kids or the local club champion. No, we're talking about the best of the best, the people who are literally a fraction of a percent away from world records, the ones who carry the hopes of an entire nation on the world stage. And just look at the massive gap here. It's not a small step up, it's a whole different universe. An elite athlete isn't just physically on another level. They are mentally prepared for a kind of criticism that would absolutely crush most people. And they command the total, undivided attention of their coaches. The expectations? They're on another planet. And that universe is built on a foundation of just relentless work. So forget what you think you know about training hard. Let's look at the raw data, the numbers behind the grind of an elite athlete. Trust me, these numbers tell a story of total, mind-blowing dedication. Let's start with 12. That's how many training sessions an elite athlete can pack into a single week. For most of them, that means they're training twice a day, almost every single day. Next up, 6. We're talking 6 hours of training per day. That's usually split, maybe 3 hours in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. It's a full-time job where your only deliverable is pure, raw performance. Okay, get ready for this one. 24,000. That's how many meters a top swimmer might cover in one day. Just let that sink in for a second. That's almost 15 miles in the water every single day. And this brings us to the ultimate commitment. To become the undisputed GOAT, Michael Phelps famously trained 365 days a year. No weekends off, no holidays, no Christmas. The logic is brutal but simple. If you take every Sunday off, you lose over 50 training days a year. At the elite level, that's a head start you just can't afford to give your competition. But look, that insane physical output, it's impossible without a rock-solid internal framework holding it all together. It takes a total alignment of 3 key areas: your mind, your heart, and your body. Let's break down how they have to work in perfect sync. First, it all starts in the mind. The goal can't be fuzzy. It has to be crystal clear. Are you on a 2-year plan for the SEA Games or a 4-year plan for the Olympics? That changes everything. You have to visualize success, not as some fantasy, but as the only logical outcome after thousands of hours of perfect practice. And things like a strict schedule and proper nutrition, they're totally non-negotiable. Then there's the heart. This is the engine. It's that deep, gut-level trust that you know your own body and your limits better than anyone else. It's the raw self-motivation that gets you through, say, the 14,000th training simulation of a 2-year cycle. It's the core belief that with enough effort, anything is possible. And finally, the body. This isn't about just mindlessly pushing through pain. It's about being smart. It's about listening to your body and knowing the difference between being uncomfortable and being truly unable to continue. Recovery, stretching, hydration, these aren't afterthoughts. They are just as crucial as the work itself. Of course, no athlete walks this path alone. Behind every single champion is a world-class coach. And elite coaching isn't some mysterious art. It's a science, and it's built on a really clear and powerful methodology. These are the 7 pillars. It kicks off with active listening to build trust, then moves to setting incredibly ambitious goals. A great coach has to welcome questions, give honest feedback, and maintain total confidentiality. And crucially, they have to adapt their programs to the individual and commit to always learning more for themselves and their athlete. It's a dynamic partnership, not a dictatorship. This quote just nails the philosophy of goal setting at this level. I mean, if you aim to be the local champ, that's your ceiling. But if you aim to be top 10 in the world, well, failing might mean you land at number 9 or 8. It completely reframes the entire idea, doesn't it? Why not dream that big? And this isn't some loose, let's see how it goes kind of process. No way. It's a meticulously planned journey. There's constant assessment and evaluation, right from the very first meeting to mid-year exams. Every single phase is measured, it's analyzed, and it's tweaked to make sure progress isn't just happening, it's being maximized at every turn. So, after all of this, the insane numbers, the mental toughness, the unbelievable sacrifice, what's the ultimate reward? What is it that drives someone to endure this kind of grind? The answer goes so much deeper than just a paycheck. At the elite level, money is almost always a secondary thought. The real motivators? They run so much deeper. It's about bringing honor to your entire nation. It's about the pride your name brings to your family. It's about creating a legacy that's going to inspire the next generation. It's about achieving something on a scale that very few people will ever get to experience. And maybe this is the ultimate truth of the whole journey. Plato's words here frame this entire thing not as a competition against other people, but as a battle for self-mastery. The daily fight isn't with the person in the next lane. It's with your own limitations, your own doubts, and your own fears. Which brings us right back to where we started. We've deconstructed the mindset, we've seen the numbers, we understand the sacrifice. The path to becoming elite is laid bare. So now, with all of that in mind, the only question left to answer is the one we began with. What do you truly want?